Hi, and welcome back to my channel for the love of organizing. I'm Laura, and I share my tips on creating an inspired home and life you'll love with budget-friendly finds.
This collaboration was put together by the talented Adrienne of Crafty Mom. Be sure to check the description box below for a playlist with videos from all of the other participants. When it comes to hosting Thanksgiving in our homes, there are a few key areas you'll want to cover. One of the first that comes to mind is the guest list and seating arrangements. We've only been in our home a few months, but got started right away on table transformations since ours were in need of some serious attention. Hopefully you don't have to do this. Our kitchen and dining room tables and chairs before and after. And we'll probably be using those as card and game tables in our dining room and maybe even my office, which means that we needed seating for the meal itself. So we're bringing in 2 of my longer craft tables into our kitchen. There will be 10 of us all together, so not too overwhelming. But something on my list is chairs for those craft tables, which we'll likely borrow and thrift. I picked up a few festive fall tablecloths at Joann's at 70% off, just to have an option for a base for the tablescape, and I'm planning to add burlap and fabric pumpkins. These were some I made a few years ago. They were lost in the move, but I'm planning to make similar ones with cozy ivory sweaters, so I'll be sure to share that with you. I also picked up these cute little candles as another accent. And other than that, we'll probably just bring in fall foliage and keep it pretty simple. Next on my list, menu planning and testing. Thankfully, I've set aside a few favorite Thanksgiving recipes that have been popular with my family in recent years that I am comfortable making myself. And I think this is just so important to have made the dish before the big day arrives, if that's possible, just to put your mind at ease and so that you can feel, a little less anxiety about how everything's going to turn out. Then I sent a quick snapshot of this year's menu to my family, just to make sure everything looked okay since we have a variety of dietary preferences. This was also a great time to ask for help with a few of the smaller dishes, and that's just only if you feel comfortable doing so. Here is our menu plan as of today, and I'm going to link to as many of the recipes as I can in the description box below. A fresh fall salad, which my sister-in-law will be graciously providing. The homemade bread recipe I recently made, and it actually is a bread machine recipe, which is awesome. A warm soup my mom will be bringing. A gluten-free honey herb roasted turkey. Made this a few years ago, and it was by far the best turkey I've ever made. Gluten-free cornbread stuffing, and then mashed potatoes and sweet potatoes, because in our family that's Thanksgiving standard. This absolutely delicious fresh cranberry sauce with cherries and apples. Another recipe from Laura in the kitchen. She is just the queen of everything culinary. A veggie side that my sister-in-law will be bringing, and then my mom's fruit salad. For dessert, it was important that these could be made ahead and kept chilled, just because it's one less thing to have to worry about the day of Thanksgiving. So for us, that meant that we would go ahead and modify that upside down pineapple cheesecake I made for my brother a few months ago. We're going to do the same thing, but with pear. And then for a gluten-free option, raspberry sorbet. And for later, Nutella truffles. Of course, a Laura in the kitchen recipe. And I also have a pumpkin bread pudding recipe that was so divine, and I'd love to make it, but I've kind of given myself a little grace here. Like if it works out, I'll include it. If not, my goodness, we certainly have enough of everything. As for getting our home ready for company, we'll have my parents staying with us, so we'll need to pay special attention to the guest room and bath, which I've covered in previous videos. So thankfully those are already set up, but with this being November 3rd, there is still time to get those areas ready if needed. We also added a fresh wreath to our front door, And I mentioned that we'll probably bring in more fall color with floral arrangements, and then just those cozy pumpkins that I'll be making. Just trying to keep everything low budget and relatively simple. As I mentioned, the collab playlist is below. I'm probably the last one to post my video. I'm behind, which is ironic because this is a Thanksgiving planning video, but I do have a health condition and it kind of throws me for a loop sometimes. But I had a question for you. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite Thanksgiving family dish is. Something that your family serves that you look forward to year after year. I'm always looking for new ideas and I love to hear about what you and your family are enjoying. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video, and until then, over on Instagram and Facebook.